So I'm just coming away from the event, the Pitch Perfect event, where I just pitched my idea, my podcast idea, to try and get some funding to basically outsource the jobs of the podcast that I don't want to do. A lot to take away from it. Mostly, I had great feedback from Rob and Toni. Really it's given us a boost of confidence, to be honest. But it said I was likable, which is nice to hear. And Rob did say that he could sense the hustle in us. So I'm glad that's getting recognised, because I am trying hard at the minute. Spinning plates. A lot to take away from. I'm going to study my pitch. I got it recorded by a gentleman sat next to us. So I think a lot of reflection needs to happen now. Going away, looking at the game tape, making notes, seeing where I could change things. And potentially tweaking it and maybe coming back and doing it again. I don't know yet. But anyway, I'm going to play the video for you now. So have a little watch. Maybe leave some feedback. Anybody in the comments. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you hated. I think it's been a nice little confidence boost for us just to get any feedback. So I feel like I'm on the right track anyways. I'm going to keep going, keep doing what I'm doing. And so, here's the video. Peace. Damien Wade, and I've just launched a podcast called Proper Tea. Basically, the aim of the podcast is to interview property professionals who are already making money in property and basically find out exactly how they're doing it. So I've got a Proper Tea mission statement, which is practical podcasting, unpacking property potential. So it's practical because I'm going to be using the podcast to progress my own property journey by learning from those who are already smashing it. And thank you, Rob, for that advice when I spoke to you last. And practical not only for me, but for any other listeners who are at the start of their journey and, like me, could do with some of the processes being broken down a little bit more over a conversation, over a cup of tea. So I'll also benefit from growing a network of other successful property entrepreneurs through having them as guests on the podcast. So I've just recently finished a 5-year apprenticeship, so now I'm on that slowly 50 grand a year, and I'm slowly realising that that's just not going to cut the mustard. So I've been no money down days, and since then I've got a rent service accommodation flat, and it's ticking over nicely in the background, but really I need to push my own deals. So I've actually got my first property deals going through the motions now, where it's going to be an all money out deal. And then when I went to the Money Matrix event, I basically had the talk from Kane, the podcasting talk, and I just knew it was exactly what I needed to do with my time limitations, with my work and stuff, being able to fit a podcast in and spread that across multiple streams was just perfect for me, because basically for the past 53 days, I've been documenting my property journey online on TikTok mostly. 15 seconds. And yeah, I'm loving that process. I'm loving the creative process. What I need the money for is basically outsourcing all the other work. So the social media management and video editing is taking so much time up. If I got the money, I could put that into there, and then I could just concentrate on creating the content.
Ian, you come across really likeable. I'm going to give you the same piece of advice, which is to breathe.
Yeah.
In fact, you're breathing deeply now. And I wasn't going to first thing this morning when I said, sometimes you have to remind yourself to breathe. You've got all of this information in your head to unpack. Just taking a deep breath right at the start or getting in state is a really great way to do it. I really like the name of the podcast, Proper Tea. I think it's a really good play on words. You used a lot of alliteration at the start, but you said it really quickly. So I got practical podcasting, and then I was like, what's the rest? So just slowing the process down. We would rather hear 5 salient points delivered well than a million points where we missed parts. Because if we miss parts, we're missing part of the jigsaw puzzle, and we need to know why you. Great use of gratitude to Rob. Thought that was really elegantly done. There was a lot in there. So again, I'm giving kind of feedback. Pitch feedback, but also speaking feedback, because this may not be the only time that you pitch. One of the key things that we teach is something called you focus. So there was a lot in there around what you learned from your guests on your podcast, what you're going to do to help support your business. A really key way to get us all bought in is then tell us the benefit to us. So while I'm learning to build my business, you as my podcast listeners are learning too. Because I think the big part missing for me was the what's in it for us. I don't mean that from a phase. Where are the funds going to? What is it going to do for your business? And when Chris shouted 15 seconds left, that's where you tried to cram it in. So remember, feedback for one is feedback for all. Really let us know right at the start where those funds are going to be going, because we saw a lot of benefits in there. where's it going to be for you in your business. You've got a very kind of cheeky chappy persona, which I think makes you really likeable. With that missing piece, I need to know a little bit more. So tell us what it's going to do really early on in the pitch. Well done, you.
Yeah, so I mostly agree with Tony. I think you come across likeable and trusting. I feel that sense of the hustle in you. So you feel like, yeah, I'll probably back this guy even if I didn't have all the information, because you sort of get that feeling, which is definitely good when you're pitching for money. I think you're a bit fast and breathless, but then you're not the only one. You know, every other person's been a bit fast and breathless. So I'm kind of going to take that as normal. I'm not going to. There's not like a down marking we do here. It's just sort of breathing into it and feeling into it. Something Tony will teach you is get in state, which none of you have done yet because you don't know when you're going to be on, so it's hard. But you have just this quick thing you can go to where you get in state. So, for example, I interviewed Gary Brecker, who's a really big guy in the health and fitness space, and he does intention, outcome, breath work. And he's like, right, what's my intention? What outcome do I want to see and visualize? And then he does some breaths to energize the emotion. He's got like a little, it can be done in 30 seconds, sort of pre-routine for everything he goes into. Tony teaches on a Revolution a way to get in state, so when you get on the stage, you're not breathless, you're not fast, you're not disconnected, you're not so nervous, etc. Just having that really helps. And then, yeah, I agree with Tony, it was a lot about what you're doing and why you want the money, and there wasn't much what's in it for us. So you took out all the bits that were good for us and left all the bits in that were good for you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well done, David.
Thank you. So, what did you think of that? Leave me a comment. Drop us a follow if you want to keep following my journey. I'm gonna keep posting on social media, even if it doesn't get me anywhere for a while. I just love the process. Like and follow if you want to see more content. I'm not going to stop, even if nobody's watching. So, because I just love it. I love the process. I love making videos now. I just don't really like the editing, but I'm pretty sure that'll just get easier to deal with the more videos I make. So, until tomorrow or the next time, peace out.